lead us, guide us, as we continue to bless this organization, as we continue to support those in need. We pray especially, Lord, that this level of support and even more will continue to the Jamaican Legion in particular. These mercies we ask in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. All right, guys, thank you. So, we have already heard from our CEO, Dr. Daniel Dawn. He gave a lovely introduction. Following this morning's tour of the Curphy home. It's actually a well-kept home, very beautiful, and you can tell that the staff here really cares about the residents. So they're actually doing an amazing job. So we're going to be jumping into our remarks section. And again, I'm going to invite Lieutenant Colonel Michael Anglin, who is the General Secretary of the Jamaica Legion, retired Lieutenant Colonel Michael Anglin, to actually address this audience.
Thank you. Dr. Dawes, members of the Universal Service Fund, other persons in attendance, good morning. I think it still is. For me, it is indeed a pleasure that I can stand here today and at this moment in this handover ceremony. It has been long in coming and it is finally here. And the Jamaica Legion is especially happy for this opportunity. What this means for the Jamaica Legion is that it's an enabler for what we do here in terms of our administration. This is going to help us to bring greater efficiency to our level of administration. This is going to help us to bring greater service to the resident and staff who operates here. And we are particularly happy, we are particularly pleased that we could have gotten this level of support from the USF. I'm an ambitious person, so I must say that I am still not settled. I continue to look forward to other support, greater support towards the Jamaica Legion, and in particular the Curphy home. Curphy home has been around from the 1940s, 1949 to be exact. Just after World War II, when it was determined by then Colonel Arlington Curphy that there needed to be a home, a place where persons coming back from World War II can come back to Jamaica and be cared for, because for those of us who follow war, for those who fight, those who participate, it's a devastating result normally. You give your life, or you give a couple limbs, or you really come back not as how you would have left. And that was the case back then. And so Curphy Home has been in existence from that time, and we have been catering to the needs of certainly those World War II veterans. But that has been expanded to now not just World War II veterans, but also members of the Jamaica Defense Force. And I should not leave out persons who, even after World War II, who would have served in the local forces here in Jamaica, that they are also part of the cadre of persons that we would cater to. Right now we have a 102-year-old resident here in the form of Mr. Stanley Francis, who is coming from that era. And he's one of our star performers here. But we have other veterans. The Jamaica Legion has other veterans across Jamaica who are not resident here, to whom we also provide some amount of support to. And so every little bit of help that the Jamaica Legion can get to continue to facilitate that level of support to our veterans across Jamaica, and in particularly those here at Curphy Home, is always welcome. We get support currently from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, the ministry under whom we operate, and from the Jamaica Defense Force, as well as other donor agencies. USF has just come on board, but we have other entities from time to time who give us support, both for our World War II veterans who are still around and veterans in general. But we also have to do our own support and our own fundraising efforts. We do Puppy Appeal, which is an annual event. From time to time, you will see persons out there from all categories out there selling puppies. That money comes right back to the Jamaica Legion to support our veterans right across the spectrum. We do our band concerts, which has just started last month and will run right through to November, where we go around each parish and we provide a concert supported by our military bands. And we try to bring that message to the Jamaicans around the island that veterans exist and they need your support. We do a Festival of Remembrance, which we initiated, we revamped last year and bring it into a Festival of Remembrance. Before it used to be concert in a garden that some of you may have heard about. So there are a number of fundraising events that we try to undertake as we seek to provide funds. This place, the chairman said it's a heaven kind of thing. It takes a lot of funds to keep this standard here. It takes a lot of effort from the staff to maintain this place and to provide the care that our veterans so richly and so badly need. And so we are happy that we are getting additional support, and wherever else we can get additional support from, the Jamaica Legion stands ready to accept. So once again, thank you, Universal Service Fund. It's a much needed assistance, and we can only be even more grateful for anything else that comes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Colonel Anglin. All right, so at this point in time, I'm going to invite retired Major Major retired. Oh, apologies. Major retired Johanna Lewin, chairman of the Royal Air Force Association. So this is the lady behind the scenes in ensuring that the Curphy home is up to standards. So. Yes. The first. Always a pilot. So, Major Lewin, I'm going to ask you to take the airways at this point in time.
Okay. Good afternoon, morning. He came and got me out of my bed so early this morning that I believe it's afternoon already. Welcome to Curphy Home, Dr. Dawes, and I guess you will get the thanks later. But just to try and put it into perspective, I'm the chairman of the Royal Air Forces Association, Jamaica 580 branch, and we represent the Royal Air Forces Association in the UK that covers the entire Commonwealth of nations who had persons who served in RAFA. One of the main things that our Constitution says is that we must look out for those who have served, and particularly those who are in need. This place, as you rightly said, is a veritable haven, but it needs work, it needs help, it needs your caring, it needs your support, it needs love. Dr. Dawes was with me when we went and saw Mr. Francis, 103. He's not hearing very well, not seeing very well, has no front teeth, has other ailments, etc. We don't have the funding to get all of that done or to get it done quickly. A former dentist from the JDF, she gives us dental work for free for most of our veterans, but she's in Kingston. Mr. Francis, at 100, nearly 103, would have to travel to Kingston, probably do an operation, right? Him need the teeth. Him need the teeth because he can't. He's not masticating properly. He's not chewing. He's not able to chew his food properly. You know, so there are numerous needs, and in fact, I could have you here until 5 o'clock this evening, and I still wouldn't be finished telling you what our needs are. But they are great. So we have to rely on entities like the Universal Service Fund to understand these needs and respond to these needs. Expanding on what Colonel Anglin said about, you know, how significant this has been to us. Prior to this, we would have meetings. Mr. Redley, the manager, would be required in these meetings. He would have to come to Kingston because there was no reliable service for him to join us virtually, or you know, or for them to contact him easily. Because I don't even know if the landline works anymore, does it? No, it doesn't work anymore. And I mean, nobody really relies on landline these days. Everybody here, I'm sure, almost everybody in Jamaica, Wi-Fi is like second nature. Can you imagine having an institution like this that you can't get anything? These guys that are here who we are trying to care for and provide a home away from home, this allows them also to have additional interaction and interaction with their families, because otherwise I'm have to buy credit, put it on them little phone, and by the time you turn around 2 times, it's done. So now they can join the Wi-Fi and be able to communicate with their families and friends, right? I'm in the process of negotiating with a firm in the UK to provide us with an Alexa system, which will enhance not only the interactive capability of the residents and the staff, it will also help to be like a first warning system. Help, I need help. As long as they can wake up Alexa, and in fact that is one of the discussions that we're having with the providers. How do we make it simple? So like Mr. Francis doesn't have to remember to say, hello Alexa, right? How do we wake up Alexa easily? And they're working on that, because we recognize that there are certain challenges that, but if we did not have Wi-Fi, we could not even be having that conversation with them, right? So, you know, we are extremely grateful. We are grateful to all the persons who have helped us. The water tanks that have allowed us to be able to catch another 19,000 gallons of water, because there's no running water here. So if we don't have enough catchment, there are times when there's no water here. How do you have a place that has persons who need that kind of care without any water? So, you know, I know I'm talking a little bit long, but you need to understand some of the challenges. And then, as Colonel Anglin said, how do we do this? We do this by begging, by the benevolence of those who beg, by puppy appeal, by the help from the JDF, who provide us with whatever they can in terms of human resources and skills. But it is extremely hard. It's almost a full-time job, and I'm retired. So, but I spend most of my time doing this because I care. We have a resident who, I won't call his name, when he was, in inverted commas, discovered, he did not have light or electricity for over 1 year at his home. He only had a breakfast due to the benevolence of a neighbor. And I shouldn't tell you this one because I'm going ball. I'm a cry baby when it comes to these things. But Colonel Anglin mentioned it briefly. We get some assistance from different organizations in the UK, the Royal Commonwealth Ex-Services League, the Royal British Legion, the Soldiers Charity, the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund, and others, and from the Royal Canadian Legion for pre-independence veterans, which some here fall in that category, but then you have them dotted all over the place. We discovered one. He served in the Royal Air Force during World War II. We got the help for him. Within 6 months, he was dead. He died of malnutrition and dehydration in this here Jamaica in 2021. Now you go figure that, right? So this is why I'm being taped, so I can't use the words I was going to use. This is why we spend a lot of time, volunteer our time to do this so that those kind of circumstances do not continue. So it's not just about camaraderie, it's about caring, it's about making sure that these people can live and can live with at a decent level. Again, and I'm wondering if I can just include the voter thanks. Oh no, not yet. I can't. But Dr. Dawes mentioned the Honorable Daryl Baz, and I'm very grateful that he put it to the Universal Service Fund and that they were generous enough to understand the need and provide us. And I don't think if you hadn't come here today, you would not realize just how impactful that gesture has been. So I will say no more except, thank you. Thanks to all the other organizations. When we were walking on the tour, I showed Dr. Dawes the chicken coop, because people like Jamaica Broilers, with the assistance of ex-JDF, Colonel retired Jamie Ogilvy, they gave us 150 broilers, and now we are able to be self-sufficient for eggs and sell the rest to help to put some money in here. So every mickle make a muckle, right? But it is a daily struggle, so we are extremely grateful for the contributions from everybody who assists us. I'm very happy to see persons from it's the Nakalva Knox community, but you're located where? Oh, Cobbler, right? Knox Community College, who are doing work experience here, taking the veterans around, wheeling them around. As you see, we have persons who are basically non-ambulatory or they've lost a limb or two. We have veterans outside of the home. One, in fact, has applied to come to the home who has no legs at all. And he's coming here. Dr. Dawes asked me, so what happened to family? Unfortunately, a lot of times the families don't behave in the way that we would anticipate or expect. So we have to be the family. You have to be the family. All of us have to be the family. And we have to remember their service, not just the pre-independence, but the post-independence as well. The pre-independence who served in World War I and World War II is probably the reason why we're enjoying the freedoms that we do today and are not speaking German. And incidentally, you might like, this is a little bit of knowledge. Arthur Wynne's brother, what is his name? John, I think. He served in World War I. He was a resident at Curphy home until he died. I think he died in about 2013. So, a lot of people have passed through here that they may not appear to be needed, but they're needed in some other form. They may have funding, but they may not have family or the love and affection that they need. So Curphy home is critical. And I will end with some words that we always use, lest we forget. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant. No, Lieutenant. You don't want to know. Colonel, all right. I remember when you came by the boardroom, right, and then we made the commitment. Right, the Universal Service Fund had a practice. Once we commit, we deliver. One thing. Once we commit, we will deliver. All I'm asking of you now, Chairman, I like the way you know the space. I like your interest. You know everybody by name. nice to everybody. You know, you like me, will rough them up. You nice them up, call them by their name, you hug them up, and all those sort of, very good. I love that. All I'm asking is when you get to your desk, you pen a little letter thanking the minister for the support. The service that we are providing here, or has provided, is not something that is like the Rock of Gibraltar. It has issues. It may have a little breakdown now and then based on the cloud cover and all kind of something. When you're having issues, please make sure that we are informed, right? Because we have the technical competence to fix. Right, so if you're having any problem, please let us know. We will continue to give you the support as needed, whether it be Curphy home or anywhere within the Legion, your Legion business. Swallowfield Legion and all sorry? We never asked that. Right. All the beneficiaries, right, of the Legion. So it gives us great pleasure. As I said before, we have lost humanity when this gentleman died from malnutrition. You know, it is heartbreaking. The good book says, and some of you who don't go church, the songman says, if I but can help somebody as I pass along, then my living not in vain. All of us in this room, Major and Colonel, are from poor, very poor parentage. Mother poor. Some of us are first university people in the family. Some of us go to university and couldn't even pay off the money. It's long after you send them a little change. For then I get the paper unless you send them a little change. So when God bless us and cause us and put us in high places to assist others, we must count it a blessing and rise to the occasion. And these two folks and the nurse and the entire team, we are so pleased. And please, if and when you need any additional support, let us know. All right, that's here from your heart. Yeah, some people do it from showcase. You understand? I got a call while I was here, right in that general room over there. I got a call from the Gleaner to say they want to interview me Monday. Because the universal service, we can't talk, no, I shouldn't say the Gleaner, I should say from somewhere. But I don't talk it yet. To say the universal service fund is the winner, the recipient of one big award. Give the universal service fund the big clap. Right? It never happened because, you know, the public servants don't work. But the Universal Service Fund is a high producing entity. It's not much of us, as you realize, are just a few project officers dealing with 300 and plus community Wi-Fi, 300 and plus community access point, 300 technology advancement program participants, and the list goes on and on. But we are committed to because we left Kingston this morning and we are here. When we leave here, we are going to journey to St. Elizabeth to launch a Wi-Fi, hotspot Wi-Fi. Give a universal service for another round of applause again. All right, so we have the little things here, and we have some giveaway. Miss Kelly, what you have? What you have to give away? That's the giveaway on the program. What you have? You, Mr. Reed, you have on the program giveaway. What you have to give away?
We have the handover and we have bottles.
No. You sure? All right, give them people them inside here who, not those outside, just those inside. For them invite and they never come. So you give this gentleman here and those around the one and the ladies them. Mr. Francis. Mr. Francis is the no teeth man. Right. Him no need no teeth. If him the Bible say that the parable, Lieutenant, Christ when send out to go call the people them, and they never turn up. And why he say? He say must go where? By the byways and invite the others to come. Right. So sometimes invite people, because they not get no high seat. They not turn up. You understand? Sometimes you don't even know what God have in store for you. But come on. Yeah, that's why the Bible say, "Come as you are." All right. Come, Stefan. Give out the handover now. Do the wives. Do the handing over now.
Handing over.
Right. So just right. Come, Colonel. Come, Lieutenant, and come, Major. We're going to just raise our hands on it. Welcome me. Mr. McRae, stand beside me here. Are you?
Don't block the stuff. Yeah, don't block the giveaways. Right. Hold the light. All right, so we are away. All right, giveaways.
Universal service fund. So we tell them, we connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. Everybody have to get internet. No community access point. Connection could a day or night. And we've got public Wi-Fi, hotspot, and a touch you training, we got that. Enabling those in need, connecting us to technology. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you.
No. I thought, no. Sorry. Let's do the vote of thanks. Let's do the vote of thanks. Yeah.
Okay. Just give us 1 second, nurse. You can sit there. This will be very brief because I've spoken too much already. But on behalf of the Jamaica Legion, Royal Commonwealth Ex-Services League, Royal Air Forces Association, Jamaica 580 branch, and Curphy Home in particular, Mr. Wendell Redley, who is the manager, but unfortunately he was dealing with officials from the Ministry of Health why he was not able to join us. We would like to thank you most sincerely for the interest and for the actual equipment and installation and the service and the everything that comes with it, all the blessings that come with it to us, our ability to serve our people. And I'm speechless, and I'm not usually speechless. Say nothing, Anglin. I'm speechless because you have no idea what it means to us. And we'd like you to, we will put it in writing, but we'd like you to thank Minister Vaz for the interest that he took and the action that he did, which gave it to the action team, not action on this time, but action team, in terms of getting it done. And now we can proudly say that we are one of the however many access points from Universal Service Fund that is managed by a handful of persons. So thank you very much.
Come, manager, come.
Once they have an Android phone, they can go on it and talk to family members and friends abroad. Because most time, a lot of time when the persons are on duty and try to get in touch with the manager, if I'm not here, it costs them a lot of money. So this is a very big help to us. And I want to thank you very, very much for that. And even when visitors come inside to look for a resident, and they see that the internet service is available, everybody is pleased about it. So, and I'm looking forward to future partnership with Curphy. So again, thank you very, very much for this very important gesture.
All right. Miss Kelly. Yes, sir. You give them one. All right, God bless.
Universal service fund. So we tell them, we connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. Anyone stick a bet? Everybody have to get internet. No community access point. Connection coulda day or night. And we've got public Wi-Fi, hotspot, and a touch you training, we got that. Enabling those in need, connecting us to technology.